The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
No gain on this defense, no. Bravo. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
You must be getting tired.
Big river.
A first down throw for Young. He'll hit Jackson, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Show it.
Shoot.
First and 10, Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got Mason complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Sayers. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Come on. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, they scared. They scared.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. March 57. 57's right. Check right. Check right. 57's the mark. 57's the mark.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run. Watch.
Drop. Rock it. Rock it. Topper. Topper.
Check. Check.
Hey, zoom.
Hatchet. You go tight. You got
Hard. Hard. Let's go.
1st down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That throw by Young incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, Delta. Now.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Sam off.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Jim. Jim.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50.
Young on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Mason. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Jackson on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Switch up, switch up. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Room here to run. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Now it's Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Max 50. Go. Go. Max 50. Got to go.
Throwing again. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
All day, every day, any day.
Jackson will throw again. Being chased out left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a give now to Sayers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Here's Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Jackson throwing on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 46-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we're
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 17-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running from the gun, Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the give, this is Sayers. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards as they have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This time, Jackson will throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Barber. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Pushing his way inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter. Kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Alpha. Kill, turn up.
Another try after the first down sack. Young, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A run, this is Sayers. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with with 1st and goal. So they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey!
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Come on, Jay. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Coming! I'm coming! Check, 93's the mic, 93.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
You ain't going nowhere.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
On 4th down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm here. Safety's creeping.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. We got it. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Panthers 42, Buccaneers 38.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the ready.
55. Chase.
Move. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st and 10, Young. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there. To be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check four, check four.
Now Young, going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Any weapons? Hey, lock it.
Check the back, check the back.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready, ready.
93 is the mic. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Oh, you got D? Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic.
65, 65. 65.
Check, 93 is the mic.
Watch the run, watch the run. Go. Good shot, baby.
Now Jackson on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic.
Jackson. He's got Mason, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Charlie.
Young to throw again. Gates with a grab. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Finds his target. It's Gates. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Young now, throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
To throw again. Jackson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Mason. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The tackle made by Clay Matthews. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. They'll get 34 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Young now. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. They find some open field here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Larry Fitzgerald. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now here's Young. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young to throw it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Young to throw it. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Young on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, exit. Get ready.
Here's Young throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half, as it's 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5. Play that's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Jackson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now, Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Point after try forthcoming. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Sayers. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they just get the play off. Now Young. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Welcome back now here in London. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Young. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go,
To throw is Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Yo, 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 yo.
Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
8-3.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we got to keep dribble.
They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. General West. Shoot.
They begin the drive with Charles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, Marino. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Marino. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 9. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Young off the play fake. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's Young off play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Antonio Gates. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Two drop, forfeit.
From the 40 now on second down. Marino. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get two more.
It's just me and you.
Charles is going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Leo. Yep.
Watch the shift.
Two.
Young. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Gates with a grab. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Charlie. Go. Switch it.
From the red zone now, Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of...
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Young. They get it to Sayers on the screen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Look at me. Go, go. Go, go.
Young to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check 93's the
Hey, Foxtrot.
You. Check 93.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff for Charles. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Charles, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the red zone now, Marino on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Bravo.
Shoot. Whip. Watch the whip.
They run it. It's Charles. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That throw by Young incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Young. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defense...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And Young's throw there incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Young to throw again. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now is hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young taking a shot here for Marshall. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Check 49, check 49.
Look at me, zipper.
Check the call.
Now.
Here's Marino to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Following the interception, Young. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
X3, 218, jump.
Marino will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, ready, 60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo!
Check Mike, 27.
Go.
Switch.
Ready?
Young throwing again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Go.
Now Marino on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's caught to Charles. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with Charles. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Marino off of play action. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Marino here from the gun. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Marino sets up. Completes it to Jason Witten. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. First down, Marino. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one's going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
So we got man.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, further.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Marino. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey!
Motion, motion. Check that.
Down.
Here's Marino. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. He's coming. He's coming.
Hey, echo. Hey, get it.
Again, it's Marino. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Charlie. Be driven.
From midfield now, Marino. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Young. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good. Panthers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
On the set. Hey, high 7. Go. Go.
Young to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Go, go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one. Mike's 54.
Now.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Charles. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he is going to have the first down.